let's get back to the fun, neat stories of V.C. Moore. Vernest would always say, is there a reason that you use all three of my initials? So therefore, when I use his three initials, he would always call me Signature. And he said, Signature, my clients are not your clients. And I said, Vernest, they can be your clients. He said, no, I am still making it. Because he would always say, you know, Eric is not coming out if your budget is under this amount. So he would say, you can call him if you want to, but he's probably gonna say no and refer you to me. So you might as well look at my budget and look at my proposal so I can do this party for you. And I said, Vernest, sooner or later your clients will be my clients. And he said, nah, I'll stay where I am. But whatever he did, he made an indelible mark on the community, on your events, on your life, on your clothing, wherever it may be. Someone that would know lots of things about him is his sister. And he would always have a story about a sister, whether it was Sharon or whether it was Galinda. And now we're going to hear from his sister, Ms. Galinda. Come on. And tell us a little something about V.C. Moore. I'm sure you can tell us something really funny, quick, funny. She's gonna be like, what in the world are you doing? You said you were going to speak for me, okay?
Good evening. First of all, this is a surprise. I didn't know I was going to be up here speaking. I have several comedic things that I can tell you about my brother. We are so close in age until we're basically, between the four of us, it's 4 years difference. So as you can tell, we're very close. I remember a time specifically when we were walking to church, and my mother would have me, because I was the oldest, hold everybody's hand. And Vernest would always want to snatch away from me or run up the street. And I knew if I let him snatch away from me and run up the street, that I would be in trouble. So I would call him, and he would start playing with a dog, playing with a cat. And I said, no, you can't touch that, you can't touch that. I don't know whether it has rabies or not. And he asked me what was rabies. And I told him, I said, rabies is something that animals get when that makes them sick. And he said, well, I'm not going to get sick if I touch this. I'm not going to get sick. I said, we're not saying that you're going to get sick. I'm just simply saying I don't want you to touch it. He looked at me, turned his head, and then anybody who knows Vernest does that, look and he gives you. He turned his head, I'll touch it anyway. And he was saying, pat. I was like, oh boy, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna get in trouble. And I don't know whether Mom remembers this or not, but I think he ran a step before I could, so he could tell her I could touch the dog. So that's one thing. Another thing I remember about Vernest, as my son stated to you, he would always fuss at me because I would have Christmas brunch every year. And I love to make different things. And my drinks would be unusual, to say the least. And one day, he had nicknames for all of us. I was Brenda May, my sister was Cheryl, and my mom was Emma Julie. And he said, Brenda May, what's this? And I said, I saw it in the recipe. I said, it's something like pina colada. He said, no, it's not pina colada, it's peanut nothing. No, get rid of that, miss, get rid of it. And I would be like, then he would like, okay, this not pina colada, this is what you do. You put this in, you put this in, you put this in. Let me just say this one last thing closing. It was a joy. Some people have family and they wish they never did. And for whatever reason, they have issues and problems and strives with their family. When I said it was a joy to have him as my brother, I don't mean that lightly, and I don't want anyone to take it lightly. It was an absolute joy to have him as my brother. He was a peacemaker when you needed him to be a peacemaker. He was loving when you needed him to be loving. He was caring, he was devoted, but most of all, he was sincere in every single thing that he did. And he talked to you from his heart. And if anybody knows him and knows the type of person that he is, that came naturally to him. So I thank each and every one of you for celebrating his life, celebrate his legacy, and as I stated earlier, continue to let him rest, rule, and abide in your heart, and continue to let his legacy live on, and let the life that he lived truly speak for him. Thank you.
And she dropped the mic. That's how I think you was good. Now at this time, we're going to have Stacy from the City of Newark in the Mayor's office, and she's going to come and introduce one of the speakers for this evening from the Mayor's office.
Good evening, everyone. I know Vernest is smiling from heaven. I used to model for Vernest years ago when I was in my